Hello. Is the mic working? The mic is working. Hello. Welcome. I haven't started the game yet. Wow. Smooth streamer, definitely ready to play the game today.
This is it, Luigi.
Oh, God. We're almost done with Big Top, I swear. Big Top? More like Big Flop. Oh, I thought the PS5s got here already. You're waiting on them? Okay. So you got the controller in, is what you were saying. Alright, I gotta sit up for this. Should I give people a chance to jump in? I mean, it's 2:02. I think we're good.
Nick?
What is it?
I've got a confession to make. I'm terrible at figuring out magic tricks.
Magic tricks?
Yep, magic tricks are by their very definition tricks, right? But I can never figure out the tricks when I see them.
Well, you see, Maya, there's a simple reason for that. And that, my friends, is because tricks are for kids. She's not a child. What can I say? That's because the tricks are performed by pros. They do it so you can't guess the trick.
But the trick Pearly showed me was incredible.
Pearls did a magic trick? What kind of trick was it?
Let's see. It looked like she pulled off the end of her own thumb.
How do you do that one? Hold on, it's like I gotta remember how to do this. It's like you get wait, it's how do you do it? I've seen it done before. It's like no, it's no. Oh my gosh, this is annoying me. I've seen it done before. It's like, but then where does I give up. I can't remember how to do it. Let me catch up on chat. One gets here soon, the other one's later today or tomorrow, and then the controller gets here eventually. Okay. So you got one controller so far? Because you said you were cleaning something.
First she pulls her right thumb next to her left hand, and then it's separated. She could move it up and down and everything. It was incredible.
Really? Was it like this? I don't remember how to do this.
What? How'd you do that? Nick, you're a real magician. See, this is why I just can't figure out magic. I'm no good with it. Especially hard tricks like flying away from the scene of a murder.
Does Maya know that summoning the dead is a magic trick? You'll take all the fun out of magic by trying to figure it out. Alright, welcome back to Ace Attorney Justice for All. Case 2-3, Turnabout Big Top. We love Big Top, let me tell you. Alright, let's see if Max has anything to tell us. Oh, my sweeties! You mind hurrying up and letting me out of this place? We're doing our best, Max. Just hang in there.
A little while ago, some people from the local TV station came by. And since I'm a famed magician, they said, let's make you your very own TV special. Really? What kind of TV special? Maximilian Galactica, the Great Prison Escape. It'll be aired live. Hey, that sounds like it would be an awesome special. But if I do the special before I'm acquitted, they'll never let me out of here for... We'll never escape it. It always comes back. For real? Well, it would surely be an unnecessary addition to your troubles with the law. That's what I was thinking, but the production staff's already working on the show. If you don't get me out of here quick, I'll have no choice but to stage a real prison break. You seem awfully calm about that possibility. I'll have no choice, but it would be a contractual obligation. That's show business. Goes from all this flamboyance to sad guitar riff. So the night of the crime, you didn't happen to fly off into the sky, did you? Here's how everything went down, sweetie. At the time of the murder, I was sitting in the ringmaster's room. Not to mention, flying off into the sky isn't just something I can do at will. I don't care what the Stoogie clown says, it wasn't me. Max! Do you mind teaching me the trick behind flying? You'll have to forgive me, sweetie. The difference between me and cheap imitation magicians is that I keep my mouth shut. I don't teach people tricks, but I will say this much. It's much harder than you think. I was thinking about this in court today. I've got a favor to ask you. Anything for you, sweetie. Be friends with the other performers in the circus. Fabulous! A great joke. Great joke. Why would I be friends with a bunch of hacks like them? But I've won on the world stage. I won the International Grand Prix. International Grand Prix? Performers such... I'm dying. Sorry, sweetie. Performers should always look to perform on the world stage. But the performers at this circus are completely and utterly devoid of ambition. That is something that I simply can't tolerate. Ambition, huh? Something about what Max just said rings true to my ears. You know, Nick, you Narukami took 90 hours to find the truth. Oh my sweeties want to hear all about the Grand Prix, don't they? To be honest though, I've told stories like this 100 times, so it's a bit boring. We're sorry to make you tell it again. You must not have heard me. I'm really sick of telling this story. But what can you do? I'm Maximilian Galactica. I guess I should tell it again. Voila! Here, take a look at this. Get a load of this. I just happen to have a picture from the Grand Prix with me. Just look at that fabulous stage. That's the first stage I ever flew on. I flew right over the audience. The crowd erupted into applause. At that time, I even thought to myself I could die right then and be a happy man. Bunny girls, yep. Hey, did you know this game takes place in Japan? I never forgot how I felt that night. The emotions, the acclaim. Wow. By the way, I think everyone who's a performer should get to experience that feeling. I just wish I could explain that to the other people in the circus. That's incredible, Max. I want a trophy too. Hey, Nick, how about you buy me a trophy? Millennials and their consequences on society. They just want everything handed to them. You gotta work for that trophy, Maya. You can't just get it. Come on, man. Based Phoenix. My sweeties, you can have this picture of my triumph. Just make sure you show it to all the other members of the circus. Look and learn. That's what you should tell them. Learn how to get thrown in jail? Burger eating competition 2017. Hey, she could probably win that. Alright, do I have anything to show him? How did he react to the engagement ring? What about this? Fabulous! You'd like me to sign this for you? Oh. They should have added some dialogue for that. I feel like that'd be something he'd be a little invested in. This is definitely my silk hat. I don't suppose I'm allowed to wear it anymore, am I? Max, this is one of your excellent symbols, right? Excellent! That's right. Honestly, though, I only like it because of the feather in the brim. Alright, he doesn't have anything to say about the pepper. I'm normally fabulous, but in this picture, I'm the king of the world! Woo! I even got a fabulous trophy and a super fabulous buff. I'm almost 25 years old. I can say super fabulous bust without laughing. I can do it. I believe in me. I even got a I even got a fabulous trophy and a super fabulous bust. I can't do it. Alright, moving on. That's really cool. I wouldn't mind seeing your trophy someday. If you want to see one of my awards, you should go to the cafeteria. The cafeteria? You mean the one in the circus tent? Of course! The trophy isn't there, but the bust that I won is. It's in the cafeteria? We were just there yesterday. Nick, did you see a bust anywhere inside the cafeteria? You know, I thought of a joke. I don't think it's exactly appropriate. Alright, that's probably all we can get out of our client for now. You hear that? It sounds like two people arguing. Alright, let's do it. Are you ready? Yes. Wait. Quit you whining. Just give this a shot already. Alright, let's go. Row, row, row your boat. Row, row, row your boat. What are you doing? Gently down the stream. Come on, you know that. I'm trying my best, but Trillo, this isn't going to work. Do you enjoy saying dumb things? You're gonna have to be on your own someday. If you can't handle something as simple as this, what are you gonna do then? Hello, hello, Ben. Hello to you too, Trillo. What are you doing here? Can't you see we're on a secret crash training course? I'm sorry? Secret crash training? Whoa! Yes, but Trillo wouldn't give up until I said we'd try out his idea for a new routine. So, we're trying to sing in a round for our new ventriloquism act. In a round? You can do that? That's incredible! See? Even they're surprised by the idea. I told you. They're not the only ones. You even surprised me with your idea. Once we've got a grip on the basics, then it's just a matter of practice. You think so? Oh, I almost forgot. I wanted to give this back to you. Ah, there it is. Now I've got this ring back. It's time to take one more shot at Regina. I know you already testified in court today. You want to talk about what we saw, right? Yeah? Well, at first we thought it was the old man. Just looking at his walk and how he acted, right, Ben? Oh yeah, that's right. But when we said hello, we didn't even get a reply. Not to mention he was draped in those gaudy symbols. What would you have thought if he wasn't wearing the symbols? What do you think, Ben? I would have thought it was the ringmaster. Something just isn't adding up here. Wonder who they really saw. I was hoping I could ask you about Regina. I'm completely serious about it. That's what I was waiting for even now. Really? That's so sweet. If you really wanted to see Regina, shouldn't you go check out the tent? Ha! You ain't got a clue about these things, do ya, sweetheart? Waiting like this is part of being in love. How so? If you had a clue, you wouldn't be waiting in such a sweet, wonderful torture. And your body aches for your partner's love. That's one of the best parts. Yeah, I knew that. Poor Maya. She's so red, she looks like a grapevine tomato. You know what's a great part of a grapevine tomato? A grapevine tomato is a great vegetable. Oh man. I tried making lemonade. I put too much lemon. It's not as bad as that energy drink I drank last week, but it's pretty sour. So how's the new routine working out? Will you take a chill pill already? Our routine's a secret. We're gonna take ventriloquism by storm. It'll be a real revolution. That sounds incredible. But let me make one thing. Make no mistake, Fido. We're not gonna take on the world just because of that jerk. That jerk? Max Galactica. Performance should aim for the world. Who does he think he is? You think you can stand up to Trillo the Terror? Trillo, you seem to be really fired up by all this. He needs to realize he isn't the only one who can conquer the world stage. You're right. Mark my words, I, Trillo Quist, will win the Grand Prix. You're the man now, doll. Row, row, row your boat will be the key to a glorious victory. Not to rain on your parade, but wouldn't a more mature song be best? Hey, you gotta start somewhere, right? Don't screw this up. You gotta be a part of this too. Anything I need to show to him? Not really. Alright, I guess that's it with Ben and Trillo for now. Let's check out the big top. Huh? Where's Regina? I don't know. But if she's with that tiger, I don't want to find out. Let's hurry and get out of here. Nick, you're a chicken, aren't you? No, I'm just, allergic to wild tiger. Max and the Ringmaster had their talk in this room. That could have been where the Ringmaster put Max's costume on and went outside. Why'd he do that anyways? Was it cold or something? This was the table he used when visitors came to see him. Ew, there's mud caked on the table. Someone with terrible manners must put their shoes up. Nick, don't even think about providing a reenactment. I wasn't. How uncouth do you think I am anyways? This is where the Ringmaster applied his makeup. It's quite a collection of the most understated colors. Shocking pink, for example. This one says it's 100% all-natural mascara. And this one says sensitive enough for a baby, strong enough for a mime. The Ringmaster must have been really concerned about skincare. Very metrosexual. You know, you don't really hear people call things metrosexual anymore. They still haven't cleaned this place up yet. If Pearly gets one look at the state of this place, she'd slap whoever was in charge across the face. Remind me to never invite her to my office. This is strange. There's nothing on top of this stand. Stand? Alright, anyways. Look here! Max is written on it. This must be his VIP table. Isn't that a bit small to be a VIP table? You won't be pushing a 10-course meal on this. Well, you could still eat hamburgers, right? Oh, can I... bulletin board for, bulletins. Doesn't look like there's any useful clues posted here. Boring. Maybe we should leave a juicy tidbit for someone to read. Juicy? You know, like a fake clue. Maybe something like, message from the killer. Give it up, Maya. You know Gumshoe would take it seriously. Not even Phoenix takes Gumshoe seriously. What a sad existence we live. Alright. Oh, it's you two! You look like you just got hit by a truck. Shouldn't you get some rest? I'm taking a rest right now, pal. I've been listening to some crazy clown's life story. Miss Von Kama told me to come down here and do this for her. Yeah, I figured as much. Let me tell you something, pal. Listening to that old clown sucks out all your energy. Every time he's done talking, he looks at... he looks at you like you should be doing something. I think he's waiting for you to laugh at his jokes. I know that, pal. Do you have any idea how much your face hurts from fake laughing that much? Francisca really set you up bad this time, didn't she? If you ask me, she should really be listening to Mo herself. No way, pal. You're not gonna get me to backbite a woman with a whip. No way! Why are you defending her? Prosecutor Von Kamm has always got eyes on us. And every time you definitely don't want her to show up, poof, there she is, pal. Don't show up. Don't show up. Don't show up. Looks like she's wound him up pretty tight. She's directly above us as we speak, pal. Huh? How's that possible? According to the clown, the culprit jumped from here and disappeared into the sky. If that's what happened, it means the killer passed right by this window, pal. Oh, I see. Who lives in that room behind the window up there? The acrobat's got his room up on the 3rd floor, it seems. It seems today... No, pretty soon Miss Von Kamm is gonna start her investigation. So don't get any ideas of coming up to the acrobat's room. Got it, pal? Ugh, Franziska Von Karma. Well, she's done with her investigation. I think I'll go up there and check it out. Mo's not here. If he was here, you'd have been able to tell even before you stepped in this room. I'm sure you would have heard him laughing by now. Why do you think he's laughing when he's all by himself? I always thought he was just making up new jokes. Huh. He must really love his work. Oh, God. Right! Welcome to the wonderful, fabulous cafeteria! Yikes. He's in an awfully good mood. Alright, you know what time it is. Riddle time! Why does everyone cry when they eat Mexican pizza? Come on, you can answer this. It's easy. Because cafeteria Mexican pizza is possibly a weapon of bowel destruction? Wrong. Try again. Okay, what do you think, girlie? Oh, I've got it. Alright, what's your answer? 'Cause they're in the cafeteria. Exactly! It's an incredibly sad place, that cafe. I did it! I won! What's going on? He's being too nice. Today has been a real crazy day, hasn't it? You're telling me. I didn't think it was gonna be this tough. Tough? Yeah, it was a tough crowd. That's what you call a crowd that refuses to laugh. For instance, it was such a tough crowd this morning I had to smash watermelons. Man, a watermelon! I told them all a great story and even greater jokes, but no one bursted out laughing. Great story. You even used the famed no shoes, no shirt, no service joke? Exactly. How can you not laugh at stunning comedy like that? Are you 100% sure about your testimony today? I saw what I saw. That creep just... flew through the air? It wasn't exactly flying, per se. It was more like floating. The silhouette of his face made me positive it was Max. I don't see a psych lock. He must be telling the truth. Oh yeah, we're supposed to show him the photo. Ah, not this picture. He showed it to you guys too. Huh? You've seen it? Well, you know what they say about Maximilian Galactica. He really gets around. Heh. Oh yeah, he didn't just show me the picture. What do you mean? He showed me his butt. I'm almost 25 years old. I am a mature adult man. I can do this. I can hear mildly suggestive words and not giggle at them.
Do not come. Do not come.
I'm gonna come. I can do this. He showed me his bust too, and let me tell you, that thing's enormous. In this picture, it's in the picture, I think. He'd make us worship it every day. He made us bow to his greatness. Bow before my mighty bust. He's got a big bust. I can't do it. Oh my lord. He's got a big bust. All right. I can breathe again. Let's do it. Can I make it through this?
What a wonderful relationship.
Well, wait, I mean, we are... Things aren't like that. I'm gay. I wouldn't mind hearing more about Max's bust. Remind me to rename the VOD to Looking for Max's Bust. Max's bust should be on that table over there. There's nothing over there. Really? Oh yeah. When was it? Like 5 days, 5 nights ago. All of a sudden, the bus disappeared. It disappeared? If you want to see it, there's a photo on the bulletin board over there. Max just had to put the picture up. Hey, this thing's really cool. Nick, I want someone to make a bust of me. Sure, as long as I'm not paying for it. Oh. We did it. We found Max's bust. Is there anything else that's changed about this place? Nope. Nothing's changed that I can see. Wonder if he's actually thinking about this, or if he's just setting up a bad joke. Nope. Drawing a blank. A quiet Mo is a good Mo in my book. I guess there really aren't any other things that have changed, huh? Well, there's one teensy tiny thing that does seem different. Tell us, tell us! Case is now busted wide open. Should have made a busted graphic. Oh well. Well, on the morning of the crime, over on that bulletin board, there was this piece of paper posted front and center. Piece of paper? It's torn, so I don't know what it said, but I could see its title. Yikes! It says, "To the murderer." A murderer? Yep, that's what it says. But the rest has been ripped off. And I don't know who posted it there. Where'd you find this? The morning before the murder. Before the murder? Yeah, the ringmaster was murdered the night after the paper was discovered. Who in the world posted this thing? Nick, I think we better follow up on this important lead. Busted is a good Phineas and Ferb song. It'll never stand up to SIMP. Oh yeah, I guess I should show them the picture as well. Would you mind taking a look at this? I guess we won't need you to look at this. Oh, never mind, I guess. Oh, he doesn't want to look at that either. Carpe diem, my goat. Is there a Phineas and Ferb song called Carpe Diem? Do you know anything about this note? The morning of the murder, it was posted on the wall in the cafeteria. I do know all about that note. When I read it, my heart certainly skipped a beat. Your heart skipped a beat? While I was enjoying my morning tea, the ringmaster and company entered the room. And company? I guess it wasn't really a company. It was just the ringmaster and my sweetie pie. When the ringmaster read the note, he turned an incredibly bright red. All of a sudden, he tore it off the wall and shoved it into the pocket of his tailcoat. Really? Out of curiosity, what in the world was written on that? Let's see. Uh-huh. Oh, I don't want to steal the fun from my sweeties. Go out and find it on your own. I'm sure you can find it somewhere. You might also want to ask my sweetie pie princess. Carpe Diems from Roller Coaster the Musical. Yeah, I think I've only seen Roller Coaster the Musical once. Maybe twice. It's been a while, I'll say that. Hey, do you see that? There's a scrap of paper shoved in the pocket of the tailcoat. You know, I've got a feeling I know what that is. I bet it's the other half of that note Mo gave us. Then let's hurry and check this thing out, Nick. I knew it! It fits perfectly with the other piece! What does it say? What does it say? To the murderer. I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Meet me at 10 p.m. tonight at the Lodging House Plaza. Tonight at 10? That's when the murder took place. Now we've got to find out who called the ringmaster. Man, why do I keep yawning? The main two things I remember from Summer Belongs to You are that joke that they make about SpongeBob. It's just a stupid sponge and a starfish. Who could make anything with that? And then, of course, the iconic, "Get on the trike!" I vaguely remember the plot, but they want to circle the globe in one day. I think they do the caramel dancing dance. Well, Mo's gone. There's a message on the bulletin board. I'm hungry, so I'm off to get some hamburgers. Love, Mo. Hamburger. Just thinking about it's making me hungry. All of a sudden, I need a burger bad. Nick, can you get me a burger? You know, a big old juicy American hamburger, Nick. Cheese, lettuce, tomato, pickles, mustard or mayo, I don't care. It's all American. All of a sudden, I need a new partner. Back. Oof. Alright, so we've been there. Hey, pal, it's me, Dick Gumshoe. Hey, Detective Gumshoe. I'm sure you did a good job as usual. Well, I am done with the investigation of the acrobat, finally. But with Miss Von Kama... Nick? What is that? That beeping sound? It's Miss Von Kama. Huh? Every time I hear that sound, she's usually not very far behind. Some sort of pager or something? If you don't mind, pal, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Quick. See ya, pal. I didn't know that Gumshoe could run that fast. So much for being a flatfoot. Never seen a grown man so afraid of a girl still in her teens. Well, let's go inside. It's freezing out here. The wind's as biting as... Oh! As biting as lashes from a whip. Von Karma! She really did appear. It was a real battle in court today, wasn't it, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Did you have to jump out and scare us like that? What can I do for you? Tomorrow will be the day my dream finally comes true. You mean the story of my defeat by your hands making national news? National news? You possess such a small sense of scale. The global news, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Your miserable plight will be known internationally. I think she might be overestimating the importance of a win by a smidge. Hey, Von Karma, what do you think about Max's bust? What about this? Oh! She hit me again. Maybe you should hold off on the wild goose chases. We could just get Maya abused over and over. She hit me again. Man, alright. Is there anything we actually should show her? Let's show her the note. I swear I was gonna actually show her the note. Man, this episode really hates Maya. First, Phoenix says she sucks. Now Von Karma's whipping her. Miss Von Karma, appears like you got your hands onto something big, huh? Did you find Max's bust? I've heard it's huge. I'm amazed you picked up on that much. Anyone could. You couldn't hide that look of victory with 10 paper bags on your head. I've got conclusive evidence and a conclusive witness. Any more hints? A conclusive witness? You must mean the acrobat, right? I'm putting it in summons for him as we speak as a witness. It's the final nail in your coffin, Mr. Phoenix, right? Yeah, I get it. You want to beat and destroy me. I can't worry about her. I've got to try and find out more information myself. Why do you keep giving Nick the evil eye? It doesn't matter if you can prove the defendant guilty tomorrow. Nothing will be able to bring your dad back. Your dad's dead, loser. Ha! There's nothing you can do about it. It's not like I'm a spirit medium or anything. My... dad? You must mean the esteemed Manfred von Karma. Of course, your dad. I know you miss him. Enough out of you. One more word and you'll get a mouthful of my whip. Now, when did I ever bring up my papa's name? Or in any conversation? Then what's this revenge you're talking about? You wouldn't understand, Mr. Phoenix, right? I have to see him again. One more time. Him? I'm sure you know to whom I refer. Miles Edgeworth. What? Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth? Miles Edgeworth. Miles Edgeworth. Why would you ever bring him up? You haven't forgotten, have you? Do you know who it was that trained the gifted prosecutor, Miles Edgeworth? Manfred von Karma? Exactly right. It was my papa. That means Edgeworth was... right again. Miles was like a little brother to me. Uh-huh. Little brother? But Edgeworth and Nick are the same age. Edgeworth. The man who inspired me to become an attorney. Man, what a massive bust on that guy. I fought against him in a few cases. But a little after that case was over, he vanished. It's your fault he is gone. Huh? It's the truth, isn't it, Mr. Phoenix, right? You see, Mr. Phoenix, right? I am no fool. You, Narukami, took 90 hours to find the truth. Little Phoenix, right? You've known the truth all along, haven't you? Nick, what does she mean? I don't know, Maya. I've only played the original Persona 4. Edgeworth was never quite the same after that case. And then, with the case after that one, he never set foot into court again. And then one day, he just vanished. All he left was a simple note at the prosecutor's office. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death. That was 1 year ago. It was a few months after you left to go home. Mr. Edgeworth, he's dead? I don't believe it. He's still alive. I'm sure of it. Somewhere in this world, he's still alive. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death? Of course he did. You ruined his reputation as a prosecutor. You effectively killed the prosecutor in him. Just like your victory muddled the honorable name Von Karma. I'm going to find him. And then I'm going to teach him his rightful place with my own 2 hands. Nick, about Mr. Edgeworth. Maya, I already told you once. Don't make me do it again. Don't bring up his name in front of me again, okay? Nick? Miss Von Karma? What? I don't know if you're God's gifts to prosecutors or not, but I've had enough of you, and him too. What in the world happened? This dog is all bark and no bite. He's already been defeated. Regardless, I have nothing to inform you of today. Tomorrow will be the greatest courtroom battle this country has ever seen. Excuse me. Nick? Let's go. I need to talk with the performer on the 3rd floor. I'm sorry I brought it up, Nick. Bro is pissed. Whoa, it's a new character. Ah, you must be Phoenix Wright. Yeah? Pleased to meet you. I'm Ken Dingling. But here at the circus, everyone just calls me Acro. Mr. Acro? How do you know my name? The detective told me. He said you'd definitely show up here. Acro, you're a member of this circus as well? That's right. I mainly perform on the tightrope or the flying trapeze. But nowadays, all I perform is in my wheelchair. What's that? Oh yeah, it's like that Madagascar meme. Maurice! I cannot do it anymore. I'm stuck in this wheelchair. Acro, why did you join the circus? When I was a kid, my parents failed miserably at business. Then one night, they decided to run away from it all. Without me. The only person who was willing to take my parents' place was the ringmaster. The ringmaster took such incredible care of me. He was truly a lifesaver. It seems like the ringmaster truly was a saint. He was. That's why I decided to do something very important. I decided I would devote my entire life to finding a way to repay him. And now, look how someone repaid all the good in his life. It's such a shame. Sometimes I think he was almost too kind. Perhaps he was too kind to his performers. Perhaps he was too kind to his daughter. I wonder if he spoiled Regina. Regina's so cute. She's truly a princess. Truly a princess. Are you sure that's such a good thing? Do I detect a hint of a grudge against Regina? Nothing at all suspicious about this man. I'm sorry to ask, but why are you in the wheelchair? Maurice! This little Asian girl's making fun of me, Maurice! I cannot do it anymore! The nerves in my legs were badly damaged. And you can't walk now? I can't even stand now. And since I live on the 3rd floor, I can't even leave this building by myself. That's awful. The accident happened during the acrobat section, right? Cyclops! It doesn't seem like Acro's injuries were acrobatic in nature. What's on your mind, Mr. Wright? Well, exactly when were you injured? It's been almost 6 months since I was hurt. I injured my legs during practice. 6 months ago? What in the world went on at the circus then? I stopped by yesterday and noticed you weren't in your room. I was at the hospital all day yesterday. Oh, you went there for rehabilitation? You must work towards your rehabilitation. The ruin of mankind. Of course I knew about it. I spoke with the police before they allowed me to go to the hospital. Before I got the call from the prosecutor, I was convinced that it was all a dream. Huh? I just couldn't believe it. When I saw what I saw. When you saw? Jeez, that sounded really ominous. What did you see, Acro? That night, I was in bed sleeping when I heard a huge sound coming from below my window. I see. The scene of the crime was right below your window. That's when I looked out the window. What did you see? He was flying straight up into the air. He? Maximilium Galactica. What? That's what I thought he'd say. You're absolutely positive it was Max you saw flying? I'm absolutely sure. There's no doubt in my mind. Nick? Hey, what do you think about Max's bust? Maximilium Galactica, right? You'll have to forgive me, but I try to not think about him. Acro won't even look at it. I guess Acro isn't a big fan of busts. It looks like something's really weighing on him. Maybe the bust is weighing on him. Maybe the bust is weighing on him. I'll never know. What's this? That's what we want to know. It was posted in the cafeteria the morning before the murder. Whoa. In the cafeteria? What happened? Suddenly looks incredibly serious. It's got something to do with her, then you should go straight to the source. Her? The PS5 is so gross it might need a deep clean? Does it have, like, cockroaches coming out of it, or is it just really grimy? Regina, ask her about it. Alright, well, I guess we gotta go find Regina.
I'm a big scary tiger. Roar. I've got a bad feeling about this. Grr! Gwar! Had them. Oh, so it's like full of droppings? Oh, that's lovely. Ah, Nick! Wonderful. So today's special is Filet-O-Phoenix. Stay, heal. Oh, Maya, Nick, it's you guys. I'm sorry, I guess I made a mistake. Mistake? Yeah, a little one. I was thinking of teaching whatever primate was out there a lesson. But I was expecting more of a monkey than a human. A monkey? Well, hey, you may have all the power of a grimy, disgusting PS5, but do you have The Legend of Zelda Game & Watch? I thought not. Look, I can play Link's Awakening. This might be loud enough where you can hear it on the mic right now. It's pretty loud. Here you go. Yeah, Link's Awakening. Link has gone woke. Oh, I didn't mean to turn that back on. We were, me and Hyper were talking about the Zelda Game & Watch earlier. For those who don't know. Does it actually have Link's Awakening? Yeah, Link's Awakening is one of the games on it. It has the Zelda 1, Zelda 2, The Legend of Link, or whatever the crap it's called. And Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. I don't think it's the DX version, though. I think it's the original, which is a little unfortunate. I don't know all the differences, but I assume DX is just strictly better, so... It's a pity about what happened to the Ringmaster. Dad? Everyone loved him, didn't they? He must have been quite a man. He was. I love my dad so much. I hate to say it, but she doesn't seem all that broken up about her father. That's why I feel so lonely. Now that I won't be able to see him for a while. DX is just in color and it has an extra dungeon? Oh, okay. Well, I guess that's not the end of the world. Is the extra dungeon from DX in the Switch version? Yeah. When Leon died, I talked with my dad and he told me that it was no real big loss. Like, Sword and Shield were pretty mid-games, and there are better champions out there. I mean, he kept getting lost in a region that's essentially a bunch of straight lines. Like, what an idiot. And a Charizard fan? God. Anyways, Dad told me when someone dies, they just become a star in the heavens. A star? That means my dad is looking down on me from the sky. That's why I love the night so much. I can see everyone who's gone. When someone dies, they just become a star in heaven. That's kind of sweet. But I bet you there's no way that Maya believes that. What do you mean there's no way I believe that? Can she read minds? Or are we saying this out loud? Do you think that one day I'll be a star too? Of course! You really think so? Yeah, you will. I think. Phoenix is like, I don't know, maybe you'll go to hell. I don't know.
I've got a feeling everyone's doing great up there in the sky. Wonder if everything's okay with Regina. That's Leon! It's Leon S. Kennedy. Where's everybody going? Berry Big Circus? Just to go back and clear something up. Why'd you want to teach Money a lesson? Because he's a meanie. He's got something that means a lot to me. Something that means a lot to you? It must be something shiny, right? Actually, it's a stage costume. It's got a lot of spangles. It's really beautiful. You should see it. We should. When the costume gets hit by the spotlight, it dazzles. Hey, Mr. Attorney. Huh? If you saw that monkey, you'd get my costume back for me, wouldn't you? It's really important to me. Gladly, but of course, I'll get it for you. Gladly, but of course, I'll get it for you.
Have you ever read the famous dystopian science fiction novel 1984?
What if I want to say no? What if I don't want to get your stupid costume, you spoiled brat? Go get it yourself! I'll get it. Leave it to us! Guess there's no turning down that request. Yay! You're really gonna do it? Alright, well, I guess we gotta go get the monkey now. Ew, it's a huge pile of trash. One man's trash is another monkey's treasure. I guess you're right. Look, they're all shiny things. He's even got a motorcycle exhaust. What do they call this thing? Oh, a tuba, right? Of course it's a tuba, silly. You didn't know that. Hey, it's a picture of Regina. Well, she is a shining beauty.
I want a divorce.
You know what? I think I'm ready to step into Apollo Justice's shoes. I remember him being a lot less of a simp. No objection there. Oh. Alright, well, I guess we can't get the, I guess we don't get the costume that way. Let's see if Mo's home. Mo is not home. Oh, that's right, I need to show her the note. Regina, have you ever seen this before? I know what that is. Really? Well, it was in my pocket for a while. It was in your pocket? This piece of paper was in your pocket? I guess I noticed it around breakfast time? Breakfast time? Yeah, I always take Acro as breakfast in the morning. That's when I also take out the trash in his room. Then I'd go to the cafeteria and eat my own breakfast. That's when you realized this piece of paper was in your pocket? Yep, but I'm not a murderer. I just figured it belonged in someone else's pocket. And then what? I wondered if the person who lost it was in trouble, so... You didn't put it on the bulletin board, did you? I did! I stuck it up there! How'd you know? Huh. So it was Regina who put it up there. When did this happen? The morning of the murder, I think. That explains a lot. I wonder who wrote this. There's no denying it, Max is cool. I want to try flying someday with Max. She's already flown off into her own little world. Nick, I want to try flying too. Okay. I'll think about it. Alright. They fly now? They fly now. What, Ash? You don't like hanging out with Mo? Something smells fantastic! So we know it can't be Mo. Wait, I know what it is! Burgers! Hello! Welcome to Bistro du Cirque, aka the cafeteria! Smells so good in here. Are those burgers? They look great. Let me at them. She's drooling like she's in some sort of crazed... She's drooling like she's some sort of crazed burger monster. Remember Lady Ann's awakening in Persona 5 where she was drooling? What great times we had. My burgers are the best! Juicy meat, toasted buns, special sauce. They're absolutely irresistible with anyone with a hankering for a burger. One bite will send you into hamburger heaven. I bet. I can tell by the smell. The title for the second Mario movie leaked? What are they calling it? Yoshi's Island? Whoa, I'm getting hungry too. Those burgers must have some sort of special Mario Galaxy. They're doing a Mario Galaxy movie already? That's crazy. Now that the Ringmaster's gone, what are you gonna do? That's all I've thought about these past 2 days! Everyone loved Russell. You've heard Acro's story, haven't you? Like how he was adopted when he was younger? He's calmed down a bit now, but he was livid when he heard about the murder. Acro was so upset that he couldn't go on. He was that upset? Yes, he was. Anyways, I gave it some thought. Maybe I should give up on being a half-baked clown. I've been thinking of trying on the Ringmaster's shoes. What? Really? Max would still be an issue, though. Max? He may be a bit mean and hard to work with, but it's hard to argue his importance. He's probably the reason this circus is still around. A lot of what he says is right. Mo? All that's left is to see if everyone can get over the tragedy.
Hey, did you ever hear the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise? I thought not. It's not a story the Jedi would tell you. You know, the tragedy. You know. What's he talking about? Of course, the clown is making burgers. I don't think you were here yet, Ash, but he did say he was going to buy burgers, so there actually is, like, setup for him in here grilling burgers. Get over what tragedy, Mo? Huh? Don't worry about it. It's nothing. Nothing at all. He must mean the tragic death of the Ringmaster, right? Yeah, that's it. You're right, girly. Dang, dang, dang. Correcto mundo. Doesn't he mean ding? Mo, I mean no disrespect here, but are you lying to us? No, not at all. What makes you think that? Just the way you said if everyone can get over the tragedy. Seemed a bit strange. Sounded like you were talking about something from a long time ago. Mo, I'm right, aren't I? So now we're getting closer to the truth. One second. Oh gosh, why did it call up on this screen? Crap. Oh no! Alright, there we go. No! Okay, I think I bundled something. Hold on. I mean, I could just switch screens. There we go. Huh. I think we're getting one step closer to the truth. Alright, that's enough of that. I literally messed up my entire setup just to make that joke. Because now for some reason Ace Attorney is on the main monitor and it won't move. Worth it. It's worth it. Alright, anyway, so now I have to... I guess I could just do everything off of this screen, right? Sure. You in shambles yet again. You Narukami. Took 90 hours to find the truth. I mean, we're about to find the truth right now. Give me a break. Us old men have accidents. I wear big pants for a reason. I gotta contain my bust. 6 months ago, eh? Alright, so we need to find... Let me turn my brightness down some. Alright, so we need to find... something to show him about what happened. We have the pepper. Oh, you know what? Let's try showing her the pepper. That's Pepper, isn't it? From the cafeteria. Huh? It's from the cafeteria. It's not? I remember seeing it there. So this is the cafeteria's Pepper. You know, I'm not a big fan of Pepper.
What about this? What can you tell me? I'm not really good with figuring out hard things. Really? You too? But you're such a good talker. I never expected Maya to make a new friend in such a strange place. Excuse me. Alright, this is really gonna irritate me. Hold on. We gotta do some live tech issues. Alright, there we go. Fixed it. That wasn't so bad. All of that just to make like a 3-second joke about reach out to the truth. The real truth was the tech troubles we had along the way. Alright, well he's not gonna be any help. Huh, Mo's not here. It's almost like we just talked to him in the cafeteria. What's that? I hear something. Stop it, Nick, you're scaring me! Monkey! Nick, it's money! That monkey's holding something. That's it. That's the thing that means a lot to Regina, remember? Alright, time to take on this monkey. Attorney style! I was gonna joke that we should put on the Pursuit theme, but they actually put on the Pursuit theme. Alright. Time to take on... We know from experience, we should return to Monkey. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh? Yikes! Whoa! Tried to have a monkey-to-monkey talk with him. I really did. Nick, you... I swiped it while Money was distracted. Wow, you're really on the ball today, Nick. Let me see it. Let me see it. Huh? You can see it fine from where you are. You know what I mean. I really want to try on Regina's costume. Maybe they'll let you in the circus and I can get some peace and quiet. Man, Phoenix really hates Maya this episode. What's the matter now? It doesn't fit me at all. Oh, well, guess it's time for you to...
I want a divorce.
Holy crap! Not to mention, it doesn't look like anything any girl I know would wear. It's because she brought up Edgeworth? Maybe, yeah, he might just be pissed at her. Alright, here's your stage costume. Here you go, Regina! Yay! Thank you! You really got it back for me! Don't mention it. I love you, Mr. Attorney!
I am thou. Thou art I. Thou hast established a new bond.
We can now proudly add Regina to our party. We reached rank 10. Oh, God. I mean, you already know what I'm gonna say, but... You know what? Maybe Apollo Justice isn't that bad. Hey, Regina! That costume's yours, right? I tried it on, but it didn't fit me. Huh? This costume? Oh, it's not mine. It was Leon's. Leon's? You know, the lion she told us about. Oh, the one that someone killed. Leon. He was killed, wasn't he? That's right. My dad killed him. Why? Well, Leon did something really bad during practice. During practice? Leon was sitting down, and then he opened his mouth, you know. Gah! Uh-huh. Usually when he did that, I'd put my head into his mouth. Uh-huh. Well, wait, you put your head in a lion's mouth? I sure did. People around the crowd always loved seeing me do that. They'd start screaming. You sure they were screaming because they loved seeing you do that? Anyways, what was that bad thing? Oh yeah, Leon bit someone, dude.
Alright, that was a lot of effort for not a lot of payoff. Sorry about that. Regina! Everything was alright though, right? No, it wasn't alright. That's the problem. My dad was incredibly angry. Wait, I had it muted? No! Oh, it's over. It's over. And that's when Leon... Yeah, that's when he became a star in the sky. Poor thing. Alright, so we have Leon. Is there anything more we can talk about? No. Okay. What do you think about this? I'm sorry, but in my present condition, I don't really know what goes on outside of this room. Oh. Oh, I didn't mean to go back to Acro's room. They must have taken Max in for questioning. There really isn't anything we need to ask him right now anyways. You're right, I guess. Alright, let's go. Well, that was helpful. Alright, I guess we'll see how far we can get with what we have. Cyclock time? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Get over it! Mo, please tell us what happened 6 months ago. What in the world went on at this circus? Okay, no reason to look so scary when you ask me. Hey, look over there! Some juicy burgers! Eat them instead! Unfortunately, I'm more of a grilled chicken sandwich man myself. Phoenix is the kind of guy to go to the burger place and be, hello, I would like a grilled chicken sandwich. Actually, I've kind of got an idea of what happened back then. Oh, Mo, you said something about an accident. That wouldn't happen to be the cause of this accident, or this wouldn't happen to be the cause of that accident, would it? I heard a little bit about it from Regina. Leon made a mistake during a practice, right? How did you... I told him so many times, you shouldn't be doing such dangerous acts. Like putting her head in a lion's mouth, right? Yeah, but Regina believed in Leon. She believed so strongly that the ringmaster went along. He could never say no to her. Out of curiosity, who was bitten?
Or you see, some people say it was the crying child. And some people say that the crying child's name is David. But some people say his name is Cassidy. And some people say his name is, what's the new one? Evan? I think Evan, right? Personally, I just call him Cece. Everybody loves a good pizza buffet. Come on, Mo, don't clam up on me now. Who did Leon bite on the head? Well, I promised I wouldn't say anything. You promised? He's involved in this too. He's involved, huh? Mo must be talking about... Mo, is this the person you promised you wouldn't say anything to? It must have been Acro, right? How did you know? Don't worry about that, Mo. Getting to the bottom of this accident may solve what happened to the ringmaster. No, no way. I need to know the truth about what happened to Russell. Do we do this again? Do we do this again? I need to know the truth about what happened to Russell. Please, tell me all you know. I'm sorry, Acro. I gotta reach out to the truth. Hey, we got our health back. It's just like you said, you know. The accident. Did someone die? No, but it would have been better if he had. Alright, there's background music now. What? How would that have been better? He's still alive. But when he got bit, he suffered massive brain damage. You'd be surprised how long a person can live without the frontal lobe. He'll never recover from the coma he's in. Coma? All he does now is lie in his bed at the hospital. All he's ever gonna be able to do. I see. How is this related to Acro? He's his brother. Huh? The person who got bit's Acro's brother. Brother? Big brother? They were an acrobat team of brothers, Acro and Bat. Cute nicknames, I thought. Anyways, they were an incredible team, cut down together in the prime. Who is Acro's younger brother? Sean Dingling. Sean Dingling, sorry. Sean Dingling. I know that's Sean, don't kill me. Is it supposed to be seen? Like Sean Dingling? Sean Dangling? I imagine that's the joke, but it's Sean, right? But everyone always called him Bat. He fell in love with Regina. Trying to win her love was his downfall. Everyone seems to fall in love with Regina. 6 months ago, we were practicing. All of a sudden, Blat bursts out, "Let me perform with Leon." Okay, but why is it pronounced Sean? Because English is a great language. Bat is 22 years old, by the way. Why'd he do that? I don't know, but that's what caused the accident. Oh wait, it needs to be the other way. A I'll never forget that moment.
Was that the bite of 87?
It was so strange. Leon had the weirdest look in his face. He was smiling. He? You mean Leon? Yeah, Leon. When he bit down, he was smiling. Some sick grin. No way! That's impossible! A smirking lion. A flying murderer. Why does it seem like it's always Mo who catches all these incredible events? Nick, can lions smile? We never told the police about the incident. The circus would have been shut down if we had. The next day, the ringmaster took Leon out back and shot him with a rifle. So that's what really happened. Well, you guys are so serious. What was I supposed to do? I just had to tell you. But all this truthfulness has put me in a mood for a burger. Here, you two should have some pepper. Shaka, shaka, shaka. There he goes again, acting like his normal, crazy self. Nice! What a wonderful sneeze! Huh? You think so? You sneezed with the pepper and slip on a banana peel. That's basic clownmanship. Girlie, I think you gotta understand that. Nick, I think I got what it would make to be a good clown. Other than Regina, I've never seen a cuter sneezer. Does Regina sneeze with pepper too? She does. Bat would always tease her with pepper. But Bat? From my point of view, the Jedi are evil. I mean, those two always look perfect together. They look perfect together, huh? No, that's probably all we can do with Mo for now. What do you think about this person? Sorry. Sorry? I've already given my heart to another man, so I'm not interested in enrolling in your dating service. Huh? I just wanted to know if you knew this person. I don't think I've seen that dialogue before. That was funny. Ah, Mr. Wright. Back again, I see. Well, he did say, I'll be back. Wait, was that someone else? Do I have that graphic loaded? I do.
I understand perfectly.
I'll be back.
He'll be back. We're back because Acro's hiding why his legs were injured. He was hurt in the accident 6 months ago. It would seem that he knows what we know. Well, well. Seems you've got things you want to talk about, so fire away. Alright, I'm gonna go grab a drink because I'm out of water and I'm out of lemonade. And I'd like something to drink, so I'll be right back. Would you prefer to stare at Acro, or do you want to watch Adachi dance? You have two options. Whoever votes first gets to win, so Adachi or Acro? Adachi? Alright, baby. I'll be right back.
When oh no, it is on a separate audio track. Okay, I was gonna say, I had desktop audio muted. Could y'all not hear the music? It's just staring into Adachi's soul. Alright, let's get back to it. I need to set the time on my Zelda Game & Watch. It's like 30 minutes off for some reason. Gotta set the time. Should I wait for it to turn to 351 specifically? Oh yeah, so I found this out today. Look, there's a little light up Triforce on the back. I had never noticed that until I messed with this today. Alright, there we go. Now the time's set correctly. So does it'll shut off when I hit this button, right? That's so cool. Yeah. No, anyways, back to the game. Oh, but before we get into the game, I gotta crack open a cold one with the boys. Oh, yeah. Alright, I shouldn't have drank it like that. That hurt. Refreshed. I tried to obnoxiously slurp it, and it, yeah, that hurt. I don't have either of the game. Oh, Ash. Oh, Ash. You aren't on the consumer grind set. Check it out. I'm in the house like carpet. So I bought both of them because I thought they were both neat, and I was like, if I don't buy these now, then they'll be like $400 by the time I like get around to buying it. So unironically bought for fear of missing out. Do you have the boxes? I think they're under my bed. I have the Legend of Zelda one came with a little stand. It's like a cardboard stand, so you can like display it. The Mario one did not come with a stand, so it's literally just it's you just set it on your table and then it's there. Like I never know what to do with this one, because this one I can display really easily. This one I'm like, do I try to like awkwardly layer them together but it doesn't stay? Should I just like angle it on here? I don't know. It's even, they really made this convenient. It's even built where you can charge it. Man, move over, Nintendo alarm clock. All you need is the Legend of Zelda Game & Watch. It's even got an alarm function. You got a SNES Classic? I never got any of the classic consoles. I kinda wanted to get an NES Classic, but now I just have an NES, so do I need one? Lately, I've been confined to this room, so I don't have a clue what's going on. Oh, come on. What do you think of this? I'm sorry, but my oh, come on. Alright, who are we supposed to talk to, then?
Oh, do we need to... Do we Cyclock him now? About the wheelchair. I have to ask you, how were you injured? I'm sorry. I thought we talked about this. I was in an accident that happened during practice. An accident during practice? Yes. Unfortunately, acrobats are prone to all sorts of injuries. He's lying. If that were the real cause, he'd have no reason to keep it secret. Acro, are you really telling me the practice accident was the cause of your injury? Leon? Six months ago, you were attacked by the lion. That's when you were injured. I know I'm on the right track. I just need to keep going. You're saying I was attacked? By a lion? That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright, but I'm an acrobat. I'm no animal tamer. If a lion was coming at me, I'd be coming towards the exit. Okay, maybe attacked is not the best word I should be using. So let me rephrase it as battled the lion. You seem to enjoy telling jokes. Why would I battle a lion? Because you had to fight it. You had to save someone. You had to save Franziska von Karma. No, he had to save his brother. Come on now. Bat. It was a shame what happened to your brother 6 months ago. You tried to save him, didn't you? And that's how you got that terrible injury. Mo. He must have told you. Yeah, we learned about Matt from... Matt. We learned about Matt from Bo. We learned about Bat from Mo. But he didn't mention anything about you in regards to the accident. I suppose it was just a slip of the tongue on his part. That's how I figured it out. A slip of the tongue. Anyways, they were an incredible team, cut down together in their prime. Oh, crap. Cut down together. That was where he slipped, and that's how I figured it out. You two ended up at the center of the same accident, together as always. I see. But an accident is an accident. It wasn't anyone's fault. I still haven't broken Acro's last Cyclock. This must be one incredibly deep-seated secret. If it wasn't anyone's fault, do you care to explain more? Acro, I know you're still hiding something from me. Maybe someone you don't seem to like much is the reason you're being evasive. Franziska von Karma! No, Regina. Regina? You always seem calm and collected until you start talking about her. Saying things like she's cruel. Well done, Mr. Attorney. You've got quite the set of eagle eyes. You know, her tiger tried to attack me. Regent tried to attack you? Twice. He wasn't serious, I'm sure. You're not trying to insinuate I believe she spurred Leon to attack Bat, do you? Leon was never taught a command to attack people. Regina isn't capable of doing anything like that. Besides, Regina had no reason to want to hurt my little brother. Regina and Bat were good friends back then. But you still hate Regina! I've got proof of it! What? But what are you talking about? Oh, maybe I overdid it. But if I can hand something over to Acro, maybe it'll... Here's proof you had it out for Regina all along! Alright, I think it's the note. This... Oh, where'd you get it? Regina posted it on the bulletin board in the cafeteria. Before that, it was in her pocket. Huh. I guess I noticed it around breakfast time. I always take Acro as breakfast in the morning. You wrote this, and then you put it in her pocket. That's right, isn't it? That's right. Well done, Mr. Wright. I won! My legs were injured by Leon. 6 months ago, my younger brother Bat had a dare with Regina. A dare? Hyper, what am I looking at? Is this supposed to be yellow? It's all supposed to be green, right? This is extremely out of context for anyone who didn't just get a ping. Here. You can't see it too well, but he sent me a picture of like a motherboard or something. I assume that's all supposed to be green. So that's a little scary. An absurd dare. If I can put my head inside of Leon's mouth like you do, you have to go to the movies with me on a date. That's insane! Didn't he know how dangerous that was? We all thought he was being stupid too. But that lion was very old to begin with. And age brought with it countless experience in doing that very trick. Unfortunately, this particular time, I guess Leon just wasn't ready or willing. That's when the accident happened? He just wanted to take her out to the movies. It's supposed to be copper and not sticky? The copper is fine. So what, is it just sticky? Is Hyper still watching the stream? I have no idea. I'm having a one-way conversation with my own thoughts. Yeah, I mean, sticky sounds bad. Someone took their piping hot can of Bepsis and poured it on their PS5. Poor Bat. How is he gonna watch Morbius now? When Leon chomped down, I jumped towards him. Then Leon attacked me, and that's how I ended up like this. What about Bat? He's still in a coma. I went yesterday to visit him at the hospital. I see. I'm still waiting for him to open his eyes again. One day. And that's the reason why I keep going. Bat and Regina, they were such great friends. Oh, yeah. I want you to take a look at this. What is it? This is the scarf my brother was wearing when Leon attacked him. Gross! It's covered in blood. This scarf was a present from Regina to my brother on the day of the accident. When he did it, he looked like he was smiling. He? Leon, obviously. Oh! When he bit down on Bite's head. When he bit down on Bite's head. Bat's head, I'm sorry. The expression on Leon's face looked like a grin. Nick! I know, Mo said the same thing. What do you think it all means? I'll be taking that scarf if you don't mind. Oh, I'll be taking that scarf if you don't mind. Miss Von Karma. I've already heard everything, so hand over the scarf. But the scarf is evidence in the trial. That is for me to decide. I think we should begin our preparations now, Acro. Preparations? I've served a summons for Acro to appear in court tomorrow as a witness. Acro, we'll talk more at the prosecutor's office. Acro, a witness? Come, Acro, let's go to the office. Yes, ma'am. Now what do we do, Nick? How are we gonna handle tomorrow? Don't worry about it. I'll figure something out. Look at you, so young and handsome. Where did the years go? You must have found something you can use. This is all beginning to come together now. To be continued. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. Alright, it's 4 o'clock now. We can probably do like the first bit of witness testimony and then probably call it good for today. Defense lobby number 5. Good morning, Max. Oh, yes, good morning, sweeties. You don't seem like your usual sparkling self today. I'm always like this before I go in front of an audience. I'm working up to it. Teehee. Don't get nervous, Maxie. Here, have a glass of milk. Don't worry, Maxie. I got you some milk from your bust. Regina! Oh, fabulous! My sweetie pie! My sweetie pie princess! You came to watch my performance today? Of course I did! Mo told me I should come and watch this. Mo said that? So, what kind of performance will you put on today? Let me guess, you'll fly at the end? It's not that kind of show. Isn't that right, my sweeties? Huh? I think my sweetie pie princess doesn't, yeah. She doesn't seem to realize what's going on. Or even where she is. Well, Max, it looks like it's time to raise the curtain. I'll see you later. Today, I'm just a member of the audience. Fabulous! Enjoy your time out there. Good luck, Max. You're the best. Regina's different, don't you think, Nick? Oh, okay. Let's see.
Good morning to you, laddie.
Everybody get ready for legal limbo. How low can you go? Mo. Top of the morning to you, governor. Top of the morning? That's the ticket. Attack in the day starts with energy in the morning. The early bird gets the worm, but then again, worms lack higher brain function. Hey, Max, I brought you a present.
have some milk.
Oh my! Thanks!
How are you today, right?
Well, I got the feeling today I'm gonna face off against the real culprit.
You mean Acro?
Huh? You think he did it?
Be careful. He's used to putting his life on the line. Literally. He's got guts to spare.
If all I've got to worry about is how thin the tightrope is, I'm used to it already. It just means that I won't be able to press him like I can other witnesses. What are you gonna do then, Nick? I guess today we'll just have to go without our usual psychological warfare. Today we rely on evidence. It's the only way we get past Acro into the truth. You're right, but it's gonna be tough.
Anyways, I want you to make sure Regina sees it today. It's important. And she'll finally have to deal with the reality of what happened to her father.
You want us to make sure Regina watches?
Yeah, that's why I brought her to court today.
What's that supposed to mean?
She needs to know that when people die, they don't just become stars. People die when they are killed. I may be an old-fashioned clown, but I don't believe in people becoming stars. Court is now in session for the trial of Maximilium Galactica.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Very well. Miss Von Karma, you may proceed with your case.
The prosecution would like to revise its previous theory of events.
What is the meaning of this?
We have discovered a new witness, or shall we say, a new eyewitness. One that saw Maximilium Galactica fly off from the scene of the crime.
Order! Order! I had a feeling something like this would come up.
Due to this revision, we are now prepared to explain how the defendant flew that night. An explanation the prosecution will present if the need so arises. In fact, my detective stayed up all night creating a mock-up of the scene, on my orders.
Poor Gumshoe. Very well. Please call your first witness to the stand.
Time to get to work. Or should I say, time to walk the courtroom tightrope. Name and occupation. Ken Dingley, but everybody calls me Acro. I'm employed as an acrobat at the Berry Big Circus. Where were you on the night of the crime? I was in my room that night. If you look at the map, you will see the witness's room is near the crime scene. My room is the 3rd floor. The crime scene is below my window. The night of the crime, the witness saw something quite shocking. Why won't you tell us what you witnessed? Okay. It was just after 10 p.m. and I was resting in my bed. Around that time, I heard a large thump noise from outside my window. Then just moments later, I saw someone flying right by my window. I was wearing my acrobat costume to bed for some reason. It was Max Galactica. I only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like. To be honest, when I saw that, I thought I was dreaming. It was like an airplane flying by or something. The witness's testimony matches up exactly with that of the clown. If that's the case, there's very little the prosecution needs to add. All that's left is to explain how the defendant disappeared into the sky that night. Before we get that far, I'd like to cross-examine the witness. A foolish choice by a foolish fool who wishes to fool the foolish sadness of a sad fool. A man must know the proper timing for things, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Just like your old friend, Mr. Miles Edgeworth did. Let me at her! Let me at her! And now just... Mr. Wright, do you have a problem with the witness's testimony? In the words of Miss Von Karma, I quote yesterday's proceedings. There's no way that actually happened. Very well. You may proceed with your testimony. Oh, with your cross-examination. Alright, it was after 10 p.m. I was resting in my bed. And that time I heard a thump. Saw someone flying. Alright. Get your guy's name out of my effing mouth. Out of my effing mouth. Your mouth. Phoenix, probably. Alright, well, Phoenix said we probably shouldn't press, but I don't think we have evidence for this yet, so... The light in your room was turned off by then, right? That's true. I was going to bed after all. So with the lights off, you were able to clearly see a human fly by your window? The safety lights lit things up enough for me to see. But honestly, there was only enough light for me to see the silhouette outside my window. It was the person's back, so I couldn't see the white roses on the front. Did you see any of the other symbols? I clearly saw the silk hat, as well as the cloak wrapped around his body. I'm convinced that was the person I saw. Max Galactica. The more I press him, the less results I seem to get. But maybe there was something fishy with that latest bit of testimony? What's the matter, Mr. Wright? Nothing, Your Honor. Till I can find a clear contradiction. Better not overdo it. When did you start thinking that what you saw wasn't a dream? That's not important. I believe that the prosecution has done a bit of maintenance on the witness's testimony. Just to make sure, let's ask the witness. Oh! Objection. Sustained. Don't sustain that. Acro must be lying about what he saw, right? Of course he is. Now the challenge will be to expose his lies in court. Well, put the pedal to the metal, Nick.
Maybe if I select the other option here? There is a contradiction. There's a huge contradiction with the testimony that was just given. If there's a contradiction, then prove it with evidence. She's right. Let's see some evidence. Do you have any evidence that supports your claim of a contradiction? Maybe the symbols? This. What in the world is this? Oh! You just don't get it, do you, Mr. Phoenix Wright? What don't I get? You're not going to be able to get through this one with your usual bluff routine. Your client looks to be ready to take off once again. Straight towards a guilty verdict. You were bluffing? I will not forgive any more mockeries made of this court. Witness, would you mind repeating your testimony? Alright, well, we didn't get penalized, but, I don't think we have evidence yet. $10 p.m. That time I heard a thump. Some flying. I feel like it's important that he saw him from behind, but I don't know if we have evidence that really points towards anything. Let's review our evidence. Oh, let's just press everything for a bit. You say you were resting? One would thus assume that you turned the lights off, correct? That's correct. But there are safety lights on the outside of the lodging house. It's so bright. Sometimes it could make it hard to sleep. In that case, wouldn't it be a good idea to close some curtains? I never really thought of that. I guess it means I'm off to buy some curtains. Ha ha ha! Sometimes I do make myself useful in these chambers. You know, most of the time I'm pretty useless, but if I got you to buy some drapes... The witness will proceed with his testimony. Your room is on the 3rd floor, right? Yes. And you said that you were resting in bed. That is correct. But you were still able to hear a sound from outside? I was indeed. Pressing acro doesn't seem to be getting results. Maybe something was contradictory in what he said just now. Sure. There's a huge contradiction in the testimony. If there is a contradiction, prove it with evidence.
What evidence do I have to prove? I just do not know. Mr. Judge, do you want to look at Max's buff? Maybe the hat? Did I get it? This... What in the world is this? No, I did not get it. Okay. Okay, so I pressed that. I think I pressed this one already too, didn't I? Yeah, I pressed this one. That means I have to have some evidence that proves this. But what? Try the Silk Hat on the other one? Oh, well, I am on the... Okay, let's try it then. Okay, that didn't work. Okay, so this one I should try the Silk Hat. Let's go! Power of teamwork. So I was on the right track with the hat, I just presented it at the wrong spot. Tends to be where you get hung up on these games. You claim to have seen the exact same thing Mo saw that night. Do you stand by that? What do you mean? The Silk Hat. What about the Silk Hat? I saw it on Max's head as he flew by the window. Well, you should have tried looking down out of your window that night. That would have been quite difficult, considering the state I'm in. Just looking outside the window was a tough enough challenge for me. That's a shame, because you would have noticed the Silk Hat found at the scene. That's the Ringmaster's hat, right? Afraid not. No matter how many times you look at it, this is Max's Silk Hat. Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Are you saying Max has two Silk Hats? No. This is a handmade, one-of-a-kind model, only for Maximilian Galactica. Which means, Acro, that you've been fibbing on the stand. Order! Order! As always, it looks like someone just had to open their mouth before thinking. Are you okay, Nick? Well, I opened my big mouth, and now I have to back it up. How about it, Mr. Wright?
What in the world would cause this witness to commit perjury in court today? Do we just go for it? Let's do it. Your Honor, on this occasion, the defense accuses Acro himself. On this occasion? Accuses Acro? What in the world are you accusing him of? Obviously, we accuse him of the murder of Russell Berry. Mr. Wright, are you serious? Deadly serious, Your Honor. I think your trips to the circus have served you well. You are not just the clown. You are the entire circus, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You seem to have learned how to try and grab at an audience's hearts and minds. Your Honor, don't allow yourself to be swayed by theatrics. Trying to wow the crowd with smoke and mirrors is the oldest bluff in the book. Really? If you don't believe me, just look at the witness. He's calm enough for it to almost be scary. He's staying rather calm and collected. Also, he sent his bird after me. Mr. Dingling, do you have any response to the defense's accusation? I don't really need to say a thing, do I? What do you mean? Everyone, take a good look at me. I can't even stand up by myself, let alone leave the lodging house. That's true. Understand that Mr. Wright is trying to help his client. But to do this by accusing me of murder of all things. See, even a sliver of common sense makes it clear the accusation is ludicrous. She's right. Way to pick on the disabled, you heartless, cruel man. Phoenix Wright is a poopy head. Boo! Phoenix is a poopy head. See that, Mr. Phoenix Wright? If you're going to try to drum up support from the peanut gallery, that's how you do it. Ugh. I think that's enough of this little game. I got a doctor's note to confirm Acro is unable to stand under his own power. Maybe the defense is planning on making a claim to counter this as well. I can hear the defense now. Acro had an accomplice. What do you say about this, Mr. Wright? Did Acro have an accomplice? No. Now then, this must be where we hear the name of the mystery accomplice. Not this time, Von Karma. What? You're not gonna sucker me into this one. What are you blabbing? Mr. Wright, you're disturbing the peace. You're looking into my eyes. Now tell me what you're blabbing about behind my back. There was no accomplice. Acro planned and committed the murder all by himself. Order! Order! Well, what are you getting at? Way to keep them on their toes, Nick. Now I'm gonna have to prove how it all fits together. I have to show Acro murdered Russell Berry. Can you do it, Nick? Can you really do that? I know what I can't do. I can't stop now.
If I stop attacking, I'm doomed! Alright, then let's do it. Mr. Phoenix Wright, if the witness is the killer, then the eyewitness account is all lies, correct?
Mr. Wright, I'd like you to clear something up for me. When the crime was committed, where exactly was Mr. Dingling?
He was in his room. He was obviously here the entire time.
That's Acro's room?
Pretty simple, eh? Acro wasn't able to leave the lodging house by himself. In that case, there can only be one correct answer. Acro didn't leave his room to kill the ringmaster. What? Are you nuts?
What say you, Mr. Dingling?
And it's an interesting theory. A game theory! Thanks for watching. That's it? Considering that all you propose is impossible, yeah, that's it.
Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor?
As the witness has stated, your assertion is impossible. As he is in a wheelchair, there's no way he could go to the scene or be the killer.
You've got a point. It seems you've forgotten once again, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The defendant was clearly spotted at the scene of the crime. That's true. Mo said that he saw Max, didn't he? But Maya, it's still impossible for humans to fly. Do you mind if I ask you a question, Mr. Wright? What is it? I understand some of your logic. However, how do you think I killed him? If I can't leave my room, I obviously couldn't wear Max's costume. How did he do it? That's the next course of this legal buffet. Be careful, Nick, if you mess up here. She's right, I can't mess up here. Gotta give this some serious thought. You know, my teacher said I'm a good thunker. I'm sure Acro killed the ringmaster. And he did it while he was in his room, no doubt about it.
Time to enlighten us as to how Mr. Dingling committed the crime, Mr. Wright.
I'm gonna present some evidence.
So what did Mr. Dingling use to commit the crime of murder?
It's quite simple, Your Honor. He used his bust.
What's that? A picture?
It is indeed. The problem is with this item that's shown in the picture.
The bust?
It's quite a large bust. It's because it's life-sized, and it's very, very heavy. Heavy? Heavy enough to guarantee a certain death. Especially if it was dropped from a third-story window. Ah! See? This is how Acro was able to kill the ringmaster. With the force of gravity and Maximilian Galactica's ample bust. His ample bust.
Order! Order! So you're saying it was the bust that fell on the ringmaster?
A rather simple crime. Even if you were stuck in a wheelchair, you'd be able... It would be incredibly easy to commit. How could you possibly wheel a wheelchair with something so heavy? It's impossible! Well, Acro's an acrobat. He should have more than enough upper body strength to carry something like the bust.
Mr. Dingling, how do you respond to these charges?
Well, Acro's at a loss for words.
He should be. He knows I'm getting close to the truth. Well, Acro. Can't run a- Oh!
I'd watch what I say if I were you, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What?
Your Honor, the physical health of the witness is material to this case. I demand that we get proper testimony from the witness himself.
Testimony, you say? Von Karma.
She's just using this testimony as a ruse to stall for time. There's absolutely no need for such a testimony. The defense has its version of the murder. The prosecution has its right to respond.
The defense's objection is overruled.
Why can't things go my way once in a while?
Mr. Dingling, I'm sorry, but we'll need you to testify about your physical condition. If you have any doubts about your ability to testify, we can request an expert testimony.
The witness will have no problems. However, let's all be respectful towards him. Thank you.
Ugh, that woman will sink to any low to win a case.
I suppose I could have lifted something the size of that bust. I have a strong upper body from working as an acrobat, and only my legs were injured. However, lifting the bust and looking out the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. That makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the ringmaster's head. Thus, it would have been unrealistic for me to drop the bust on him, don't you think?
I have no doubts in regard to the witness's testimony.
It was impossible for him to lift the bust and stick himself out far enough to look. Not to mention that he could not have known the location of the ringmaster's head. A single false step would have led to even more severe injuries.
That's what I was thinking. What is your opinion on the matter, Mr. Wright?
I'd still like to proceed with my cross-examination. He's simply stalling. It's shameful, really.
Ugh. I can't let her get to me. I've just gotta creep. Down to Pumpkin Hill. I've gotta find my last piece.
Alright. He could have lifted something like that. However, lifting the bust and looking out of the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that force on my body. How could I have possibly known the location of the ringmaster's head? Ha! How could he possibly— Objection! What? What? They are related! They are related! Hello? It's a good thing I saved. What about right here? Objection! Nope, okay. Alright, I guess I gotta press. Let's just start at the front. Have you ever lifted up the bust before? No, I've never actually lifted it up with my own two hands. But I should get to it, don't you think? I can't let money outdo me on this.
Money?
That crazy monkey's lifted Max's bust before?
Please continue with your testimony, Mr. Dingling.
I have a strong upper body from working as an acrobat, and only my Hey, you cut me off! So what have you been doing to keep in shape? Well, honestly, I've given up on training. I don't have any plans to return to the trapeze or the tightrope. You don't say. But, no offense, I'm not worried about losing to you in a race or anything. Neither am I, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I wouldn't lose either, Slowpoke. I mean, Nick. Whoa! How did this discussion turn on me all of a sudden? I suppose you could say I'm stronger than the average bear. I suppose that you could say I'm stronger than the average bear. Hey, boo-boo. Don't forget DL6, boo-boo. However, lifting the bust and looking out of the window would have been impossible. And why is that? Because if I were to do that, I'd end up falling out the window myself. I still haven't gotten much feeling back in my legs yet. So you couldn't have thrown that bust out the window. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. How long do you think your recovery would take? You have to remember my nerves were severely damaged. I'm currently undergoing some extremely intensive rehabilitation. This guy in a velvet prison, he keeps talking about ruin. I don't know what he's talking about, but I guess I'll help him. But it's still going to take a while before I'm back to 100%. Let me remind you of another very important point. If the witness was carrying the bus, he would not be able to see below the window. Why do you say it would be impossible? Allow me to explain. You accept that I was carrying the bus. If I was carrying the bus, I wouldn't be able to see below the window? Thus, there's no way I could know the location of the ringmaster's head. Well, I suppose you've got a point. Hey, Nick! Huh? What if you turn things around? Maybe if you think about it like this. If he knew the location of the ringmaster's head, then he could drop the bust. That does make sense. If only I could prove somehow that Acro knew the location of the ringmaster's head without looking down. If only we had evidence that proved that. If only we had evidence that proved that. That I already presented to the court. I think I've already explained things sufficiently. Thus it would be unrealistic for me to drop the bust on him, don't you think? If all you had to do was drop it, then it wouldn't have been a problem at all. If all I had to do was drop it, you're right, I could have done that. However, there's no way I could land a direct hit on the ringmaster's head. So that kind of makes your theory a bit pointless, doesn't it, Mr. Wright? Acro's strong enough to lift up a bust. The main problem is how he could have aimed for the ringmaster's head. You know, whenever Thor was aiming for Thanos, he really should have aimed for the head. Wonder if he used some kind of tool to aim for the ringmaster. That's the ticket, Nick. Show him what you've got. Show him the evidence. You know, the evidence you tried to present that the game told you was wrong. I have to be careful. I have to find something that fits perfectly with the case. Maybe the evidence I already presented. This is pissing me off. I don't remember finding any sort of tool. Maybe the note that says meet me at a specific spot? You know, where the person who wants to kill the guy would be able to drop something on his head? Maybe the note? Maybe we overlooked something.
Alright, what am I missing? Let's look at the evidence. Alright, so obviously we have the bust. I mean, we don't have any examples of like a rope and pulley system. Look at the crime scene photo. Is it the box? Let's look at the note again. Oh. Okay, so he wasn't carrying the box. The box was already there. Okay, hold on. So should I show the box or the photo? Let's try the photo first. Okay, nice. Acro, you didn't really need to lean out the window, did you? What are you driving at, Mr. Wright? You already knew ahead of time where the ringmaster's head would be. Quite precisely, I might add. Precisely! Your silly hinting at things is pointless, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Enough stalling. How about you show us some evidence? But I did such a good job at hinting. Yes. Hurry up and explain things, Mr. Wright. Maybe you should take a look at this. The key point here is the wooden box. The same wooden box the victim was found hunched over? The same. The question is, who placed the wooden box here? And what's in the box? Did we ever really find out? Will we ever really know? I guess the real contents of the box were the friends we made along the way, huh? Who? When Ben and company saw the ringmaster, they didn't see him holding a box. Which means that the wooden box was already placed at the scene of the crime. I have to admit that your theory makes a lot of sense. The moment that the bus came falling down was the exact moment the ringmaster lifted up this wooden box. Which means that the answer to all these questions is crystal clear. You mean... If the bust were to fall upon the point marked out by the wooden box, then there would be no way that it could miss the head of the victim. No! Order! This is unbelievable!
Finally, some of these loose ends are starting to tie themselves up. Now I just gotta keep going. And there's only one way to go from here. Forward. So the next question I have is, who placed the wooden box at the sea? It was Mr. Dingling, of course. He connected it to a rope, and all he had to do was lower it down. Oh! Allow me to vip some sense into you. Mr. Phoenix, right? Ah! The ringmaster's head could not have been anywhere when he lifted the box. That's why the box was so specifically made. Specifically made? Indeed. It had the most peculiar feature. Probably the weight, right? The box had a remarkable weight. Weight? According to the court record, it weighs 20 pounds. Just to lift the wooden box would have required... Oh, I see! One would have to squat down, then lift up with their body, wouldn't they? That's exactly what I was trying to point out. The box was very large. The box also has carrying handles on either side, doesn't it? That's correct. To lift up the box, you'd have to squat down. Which means that no matter who you are, your head would be in approximately the same place. Fool! Does he even bother to listen to me anymore? I've heard what you've had to say. I have to admit, I'm shocked at your imaginative skills. Did you do it? Did you place this wooden box at the plaza? Mr. Wright may have a vivid imagination, but I could never have done what he's proposing. What? Mr. Wright, do you recall the original location of Max's bust? I remember. Of course I remember. It was on top of the table in the cafeteria. Then what happened to it? I'd like you to remember one important fact, Mr. Wright. I could not possibly leave the lodging house by myself. Ah, that means... You understand what I mean, don't you? I may very well have been able to drop the bust from my room. However, how would I have gotten the bust from the cafeteria to my room? You see, Mr. Phoenix, right? Explain that. Don't forget, you said there was no accomplice. Ah! Tell us exactly how the witness would have carried the bust from the cafeteria. Yep. We definitely have a problem here. But this is no place to get perplexed. I've got to get my wits about me and prove how things happen once and for all. Alright, Mr. Wright, let's hear your explanation. How did the witness get the bust from the cafeteria back to his room? Your Honor, it was the funny monkey. A monkey? Everybody knows Money. He loves shiny objects of any size. Oh, like when he stole the ventriloquist ring. So, are you saying the witness had the monkey steal the bust? Of course he didn't order the monkey to steal it. The monkey stole it of his own and then brought it back home. Home? Monkey lives in Acro's room. Acro's room? But the bust was bronze, wasn't it? Bronze isn't shiny. Maybe you should maybe you should put the whip down sometimes and read the court record. Oh, bird! Oh, got him! Got him! My, those are some very nice cards he's holding. Yes, and they're made of platinum, which is very shiny. Gwa! No, not Gen 4 again. I hate Gen 4. Acro! Money is a strong monkey, right? It'd be easy for him to bring the bust back to your room. If he was able to handle that himself, I'd be on the market. If he wasn't able to handle that himself, I'd be in the market for a new roommate. Order! Order! I said order! Miss Von Karma! Where is the bust in question at the moment? I don't know. We're searching for it as we speak. This is a rather strange turn of events. But let's say that the monkey had not stolen the bust. What would have happened then? Well, in that event, something else would have been used as the murder weapon. Wait! Then you mean this bust was the murder weapon purely by accident? It's possible. Maybe Acro saw Money's mountain of stolen goods and thought to put one of them to use. Anyways... I think we've more than proven one critical fact. Namely, that it was entirely possible that Acro was the murderer. Moron! Mr. Wright's argument was so circular, I'm a bit dizzy. However, his argument does hold water. There's no denying that. Oh! Don't seem so flamboozled, especially by this fraud of an attorney. Fraud? Hey, I passed the bar. You've forgotten the absolute most important thing, Mr. Phoenix Wright. And what is that? You should know. You forgot your fraud of a magical client was spotted at the scene of the crime. Ah! There's no reason to doubt the clown's testimony. That's true. How do you respond, Mr. Wright? Nick, don't let her beat you now. I won't. This is my last chance to turn this trial around. When the murder occurred, there were two people at the scene of the crime. One was the victim, Mr. Russellberry, and the other was the murderer himself. Answer this and only this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Who was the murderer the clown saw? Objection. Oh, take that. He saw Max's blow. I asked you who was the other person most saw at the scene. That evidence has nothing to do with the question. Au contraire, mon fier. It does indeed have something to do with the question. Man, he's getting fancy. Mo said that he saw Max's silhouette. But he didn't say he actually saw the man himself. It wasn't a human being he saw. How is this possible? It's simple, really. What Mo actually saw that night was Max's bust. I thought this was a PG game. What are you talking about? Have you tried using your brain at all in this case? The silhouette he saw was wearing a cloak. There's no reason why you couldn't attach a cloak to a bust. It would be easy to hang one off the cards in the bust's hands. Idiot! A baka! Who in their right mind would put a cloak on a bust? It doesn't matter who put it on the bust. Just wait a moment now, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust? That question is of the utmost importance of this case, wouldn't you believe? Oh, he caught me. So let's have it, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust? That's quite simple, Your Honor. It was, Russell Berry. The fool! Him! You're saying it was the victim himself, Russell Berry? That's what I'm saying. The victim himself placed the cloak on the bust? Place the cloak isn't the right way of putting it. Then what would be the right way of putting it, Mr. Wright? Explain yourself. Nick, do you really have a handle on all this? I'm fine, Maya. I'm finally putting all the pieces together. There's really only one picture I can paint anyways. Alright, so you want to know what really happened that night? Let's step back in time.
Do we have a graphic for that? I think we do.
Yeah, it's rewind time.
Yeah! It's rewind time. Acro used a rope to lower the wooden box onto the scene. He attached the rope to the bust and dangled the bust out of his bedroom window directly above the wooden box. At the same time, the ringmaster told Max to wait in his room and went to the scene. Of course, at the same time, the ringmaster was wearing Max's costume. Perhaps he didn't want anyone to recognize him that night. But just as he feared, he was spotted at the entrance of the lodging house by none other than a ventriloquist and his puppet, Ben and Trillo. When the ringmaster arrived at the scene, he was bent over to lift the wooden box. And that's when Acro took his chance and released the rope. Now, this is when the magic happens. At the very instant that the bust hit the victim, you wait just a second there, Mr. Phoenix Wright. As much as you try, as much as you scheme, this just isn't true. This can't be. It's still a little early to be getting so upset, Miss Von Karma. This circus isn't over yet. What? The impact of the bust on the victim threw the cloak up, which snagged onto the bust. The impact also caused the sound a certain witness heard, prompting him to take a look. That witness was, of course, Lawrence Mo Curls, the clown. I'm out of Bepsis. This is a crime against humanity. When Mo looked out his window, the cloak had already snagged onto the bust. Now, having completed the crime, Acro naturally went about pulling up the murder weapon. Of course, he had no idea that Mo saw the bust being raised with a cloak dangling on it. Primarily because in his wheelchair, he couldn't see out his window. So he just kept pulling the bust up. And that is how the magical murderer disappearing into the sky came to be. So you see, the only person who could have pulled this off is the one person who was able to drop the murder weapon from above the crime scene. Acro! It could have only been you! Acro's been playing mind games with all of us. He sure has. But he has come to the end of his rope now. So, what now? You've graced us with a rather long-winded tale. But do you have any evidence to prove your little fairy tale is true? Evidence? In this court, only two things matter. Two. The power of evidence and the power of my whip. Don't forget the power of my gavel as well. And my axe! Mr. Wright, this prosecution brings up a good point. Can we see some evidence? Nick, they say they want evidence. I just explained how there can only be one possible murder method. There's still something unusual about Moe's eyewitness account. Unusual? A contradiction, actually. Okay then, use that and get out of this jam. That's enough talking amongst yourselves. Proceed, Mr. Wright. Present some evidence to the court that backs your claims. I want hard proof that you've unraveled the trick. Ooh, Is this where we drop the note? I feel like this is where we drop the note. Alright, don't fail me now.
I want a divorce.
Oh my gosh, this was our last save? Alright, sorry, I gotta skip through some stuff. How's everybody doing? I might wrap it up after we figure this out. Man, I thought the last save was a lot more recent. I should have just tanked the damage. This is embarrassing. Alright, monkey. How much time do I have? About 15 minutes. Yeah, I might save it right before that point, and then we can finish next time. I think that'll be the plan. I gotta catch up, though. Kind of fun seeing all these sprites in, like, quick succession, huh? This is what the Phoenix Wright speedrun looks like. We're on world record pace right now. Now, usually you'd want a turbo button for this, but you know. Sprite tier list win? Well, obviously Sprite Cranberry is S tier. Can't believe they ever got rid of Sprite Cranberry. I feel like it'd be fun to watch a Phoenix Wright speedrun one of these days. I feel like it's really funny. You just basically memorize button presses. Alright, we're almost to where we were at. Sorry about that, guys. Now this is where the fun begins. Bonk! I will say, Maya has most of the really good sprites in these games, I'd say. I don't think there's really a Maya sprite that sucks. Okay, here we go. Alright, so we'll save here. Alright. Kind of an awkward stopping point, but I think this is gonna be where we call it for today. So I'm going to use the power of democracy, and I'll post another tier list, probably here shortly. Tier list. Another poll in the Discord, linked in the channel description if you haven't joined. And you can vote on what game we do next week. I'm going to try to rotate out what game we play every week and not do like repeat games. Like a repeat for a week. So like this week we will play this game. So, like, if, for example, if, Mega Man X2 wins the poll that I put up today, then next week we will only play Mega Man X2. But, like, the week after that, we'll not play Mega Man X2. Like, we'll pick something different. Just because people tend to like the variety, and, there's a lot of games that people want to see me play and finish, so I'm like, I might as well mix it up. And if there's games that, like, I haven't played yet and people want to see, I have a lot of games I need to finish, but if there are games you want to see, please let me know. Easiest way to do that, the Discord. But, anyways, I think, yeah, that's gonna do it. Are you excited for the Direct tomorrow? No? Yes? I don't know. What am I working tomorrow? I might be able to watch the Direct. I don't think I'm gonna stream it. Let's check the old work schedule. I don't think I'm gonna stream it, but I'll, or maybe I could react, like, in the Discord, if anybody wants to, like, hop in a Discord call. I work 10 to 6:30. Does anybody know what time the Direct is? Does Nintendo have a room open for it yet? Nintendo Direct 9/12/25. I really love how YouTube organizes things for when you're looking for one specific video and you just get an endless flood of prediction videos and other people's waiting rooms instead of like what you actually want.
This happens every time I look for a direct. Every single time. Alright, I don't know. It should be at 8 a.m. Yeah, I probably won't stream it then. I should be awake, so I'll probably either watch like someone else's live stream, or I'll maybe hop in the Discord call and we can like chit chat amongst ourselves in a concord of sorts. But I don't know. As far as predictions go, I mean, we have Ace Attorney open right now. Where is Ace Attorney 7, Capcom? But it's an hour long. I'll have an hour. I'll need to leave the house at 9:30, so I'll have an hour. But are there any other predictions really I have? Not really. I'm not really that excited about it. I haven't hopped on the Switch 2 bandwagon yet, so like, no, like, if they drop a really good-looking new Fire Emblem, Ace Attorney 7, or like, I don't know, Luigi's Mansion 4, then it might be Switch 2 time. I imagine Ace Attorney 7 will also come to like PC, so I'm like, but you know. Anyways, I think that's gonna be it for today. So I'll see you all next week for whatever we end up doing. I don't know. We'll see. Until then, adios.